Welcome to Dondadio Sport TV, the football fans' home of argument. I still go by the name Dondadio, aka African Fabrizio. Don't forget we speak football here to learn more from argument. And now we are here today to analyze the UEFA Champions League draw that have been drawn yesterday. So what do we have to say about that? Like I've been saying since all this while, we are with one of our best viewers here that is a Chelsea fan that love football. Although Chelsea is not in the Champions League, but this guy, let me see how they talk for this our TV say, now Chelsea fan, I dey make our TV dey lively because they are doing so much better and so much great for social media, and then get fans pass. For you, and then still get fan pass. So we can't get we want to interview one of our best viewers. Come use our TV today, make him give insight and instinct on the UEFA Champions League draw. Although he is not in the Champions League, but we want him to give his opinion and share it to the world about the Champions League. His name is Mr. Joshua. I would like him to introduce himself to the house before we go deep into the conversation. Please introduce yourself to the house.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Joshua, and I'm a chronic, hardened, and a diehard Chelsea fan.
Okay.
So I'm happy to be here, and I thank everyone for having me here. So thank you so much.
Thank you. We thank you also so much. Now, the Champions League 2023-2024 UCL draw, we all see that the draw was something hilarious because we see that Bayern Munich is playing against Arsenal, Real Madrid is playing against Manchester City, Barcelona is playing against PSG, and Atletico Madrid is playing against Dortmund. So what do you have to say about the UCL draw? What are your instincts and what your opinion you have to share to the world? Which team do you think have the probability of going to final and win the cup? And which team do you think is going nowhere? So we need your opinion for that.
Okay, thank you so much. Actually, starting with Manchester City, you know, being the reigning champion, everyone believes that Manchester City should what? Make it to the final. Apart from them being the reigning champion, the way they play is very good. Talk of the team play of Man City, I don't think any other team in Europe as at now is as good as Manchester City. But one thing about football is that the unexpected is likely to happen. I can even make reference to Chelsea FC, the first time we won Champions League in 2012. No one believed that
Chelsea is going to win.
Pull that off or win the Champions League. So because Chelsea were underdog, so it can happen at any point in time. Talking about Arsenal, because I know everyone's attention is on Arsenal, that Arsenal can do or perform a magic. Yes, like I was talking to someone during the week on Friday when the draw was made. I told them that if Arsenal can compose themselves and be calm against Bayern, qualifying against Bayern is not unlikely for Arsenal. It's possible. If it's a matter of Arsenal being composed and making good use of any chance or any chances they have during the match. So that's one thing. So Arsenal winning this Champions League is not something that is very impossible. And considering the fact that they've not won it at all, so that can be a pushing factor for them, and they've not gotten to the quarterfinals for years. So that's that about Arsenal. Now, let's see. Talking about the fixture between Madrid and Manchester City.
They played last season, in which Manchester City eliminated Real Madrid.
Yeah, definitely.
It was a painful shock to all Galacticos fans because we didn't expect that. So what do you have to say about the fixture again? Because we are meeting again.
If I were a Madrid fan, I would expect Manchester City to beat Madrid last season because Manchester City were on fire. They were very good last season, even up till now. And having a striker that is very prolific, he's ready to shoot in the ball to the net at any point in time when the ball is given to him. Though we know that strikers miss chances, but Alan is the kind of player that converts goals. His conversion rate is very high. So coming back to this Madrid Man City, to be honest with you, if you ask any average football fan, they believe that Manchester City
can still eliminate Madrid again
eliminate
for the second
Madrid
time in a row.
for the second time. It has happened before, and nothing stops it from happening again. Madrid eliminated Chelsea 2 times in a row, if I'm not mistaken, during the time of Tuchel and during the time of
Lampard.
Lampard. Is it
Yeah,
Lampard?
it's
Yeah.
Lampard. It's Lampard.
Because to me, Lampard, Potter, or whatever, they are not coaches to me, because they brought the image of Chelsea FC down. So now to this fixture, I believe that Manchester City will scale through.
But you know, football is an unpredictable show.
Definitely, definitely it is. Yeah.
So
Yes.
it can happen. You Madrid eliminate Man City, but you believed Man City will eliminate Real Madrid due to their playing, their pattern of everything. They are the best team so far, the reigning champion, in which we all know.
Yes.
But Real Madrid badge never disappoints, because they still stand as the best team so far in the world, the best team in which they are recognized as the best team in the century.
The best team so far.
Yeah.
We're talking about record.
That's record.
Not current form.
But I don't think with what Man City did to us last season, they can still we still open our eyes and we allow them to do that kind of thing to us again this season. What
they do it because they are capable of doing it.
But Madrid this season is on fire, which you all know. They are 10 points ahead of Barcelona in La Liga, topping the table. In which Jude Bellingham is in. Oh my God, we all know the guy is an extraordinary, exceptional player this season. Playing so much good football, and even if the league finished like this and we came up winning the Champions League, Jude Bellingham might win the Ballon d'Or. Vinicius Junior is also on fire. So what do you have to say? What do you have to say about that? Man City can just eliminate Madrid just like that?
Thank you. I don't know if time will permit me, because I can go into analysis of each team, talking about how each team will play against each other, talking about the players that can be put in place to mark certain players in Madrid. Talk of Vinicius, for instance. Vinicius is Madrid's best winger.
Sure.
Manchester City know what to do in order to cage Vinicius. Let's assume, or let's believe, or let's accept the fact that Walker is getting old, that there could be no one to, or he can't be able to hold Vinicius very well. Guardiola is a
tactical coach.
Definitely, he knows what to do. It doesn't cost him anything to bring someone else to assist Walker
to cage
Vinicius. Chelsea did that in 2012 during the time of Ribery and Robben. Chelsea played Ashley Cole as 3, and they also played Bertrand to support him with marking. So talking about individual performance or how to cage players, I believe Man City will do that. Talk about Jude Bellingham. Manchester City have Rodri and John Stones
to mark him.
I don't think Bellingham can outplay or outshine the two of them. It's not possible. We need to be honest with ourselves. Then come back to Toni Kroos, because I don't think Modric will have the power to start the match or to play for
Modric won't start.
He won't start. So talk of Toni Kroos.
But Toni Kroos have been the best Real Madrid passer this season and best player.
This season, that's
the player with the most completed passes in Europe as at now is still Toni Kroos.
Now, you know this clash is a clash of giants. So in a kind of clash like this, like you said, the unexpected is bound or is expected to happen. But I don't think Kroos will have the power. You know, like you said last season, Kroos was even giving out passes to opponents against Manchester City. Why? Because the fear was there. If Madrid can get rid of the fear they had last season, I think it's possible for them to hold, not to qualify, to hold Manchester City to some level. But I will give it to Manchester City.
Give it to them, and if they win, and if they qualified and win Real Madrid, are they going for the cup?
Yes.
Is there anything that can stop them? Because it has been drawn that if they win Real Madrid, they will play against Arsenal or Bayern.
They will play either of Arsenal
or Bayern.
Sure. Yeah.
So are they still going to the final, or they can be eliminated by Bayern or Arsenal?
Now I don't know if I can put it as a question to you, but take a look at this one. Manchester City beating Madrid. Is there anyone between Arsenal and Bayern that is capable of eliminating Manchester City, who happen to be the reigning champion? I don't think so.
But I think Arsenal can eliminate him.
I don't think
Arsenal emulate him this season, in which we all know.
Arsenal.
Yeah, Arsenal won Manchester City. Although it might be league game.
Thank you.
Arsenal won him twice. League, is it league and I think Arsenal won him twice this season. But what is there? This is a Champions League, and the Champions League tempo is different from league.
Definitely. In terms of Champions League, I think Arsenal have experience. The fact, the truth, on the only but is that this set of Arsenal players, I don't think many of them have Champions League experience apart from Jorginho, then Havertz, who happen to be former Chelsea players, and they've won it. So Arsenal, I don't think Arsenal they have what it takes. I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
So
If Manchester City should eliminate Madrid here, believe me honestly, they are going straight to the final.
Okay.
Straight.
So yeah, what do you have to say about? We have had your opinion on Manchester City and Real Madrid, Arsenal and Bayern. What do you have to say about Barca, PSG, and lastly Atletico Dortmund? Okay. We don't want to waste much of your time.
Thank you. Judging by PSG, Barca, I don't think anyone should expect what happened during the time of Messi to happen this period.
Sure.
Because obviously, during the time of Messi, PSG won 4-0 first leg. Yes, 4-0 during the time of Di Maria and co. Then going to Camp Nou, what Barca did was they mobilized every of their fans. They told them to come out to do everything possible to intimidate PSG players. I don't know if you can remember. So they did that. But apart from what they did, we all know that VAR was not in place that period.
Sure.
So we all know that the qualification Barca had ahead of PSG that period was controversial, and it wasn't plain, it wasn't smooth. So I don't think something like that can happen this period. Now we all know of Mbappe. Mbappe is there. I don't think there's any of Madrid Barca defenders that can hold or bring Mbappe down. I don't think any one of them is capable. And Mbappe is very good when it talks to converting goals. Where you think Mbappe will shoot, he won't shoot there.
Sure.
Everyone believes that as a striker, when you are with the post, you should aim the second bar. But
Mbappe will change the direction.
Mbappe uses what?
Using techniques.
And his techniques are very good. He has speed advantage, dribble abilities, he has energy, he has power. He can pull down. So I don't think some Barca fans were saying Araujo that couldn't hold Vinicius. I don't think he's capable of holding.
Even Mbappe. In addition to what you said, since the arrival of Mbappe to PSG, the Barcelona haven't defeated them up to date.
They haven't defeated them at all. They haven't.
Their last meeting, they won 4-1. He scored a trick.
Yes. So one thing is that going into this match, someone like Mbappe, he won't have any fear in his mind at all. He'll be like, is it not Barca? I know how to do them, or I know how to handle them, because I've been beating them times with that number, and I can score goals against them at any point in time. So Mbappe, the confidence of Mbappe will reflect on the rest or the many members of the team of PSG. Like we all know now, PSG, they are what, if not the youngest squad in Europe now, because they have young players. That means what, there's not much experience there. But what anything Mbappe can bring out as a result of his own experience can influence the rest of the players. Though PSG, they've not won Champions League before, but
sure,
that one is also a pushing factor. It's something that can push them that this period we need to break the jinx.
Even Mbappe is leaving this season, maybe
and also Mbappe
come for them after.
Many will believe that Mbappe believe, or you can think that even if he doesn't win it here, if he eventually goes to Madrid, he's likely to win it.
To win it there, sure.
So that one
are always favorite.
So that one can somehow affect his character towards the match. But I believe Mbappe should give his best, irrespective of the fact that you are leaving the club. Leaving the club is not a problem, but you should do something. If he wins the Champions League with them, now that they don't have Messi and Neymar, they are likely to erect a statue for Mbappe at PSG. So that one is enough. So let's talk of the players of Arsenal Barca that can give a threat to
Mbappe
to
PSG.
I know they have. I don't think Gavi will be available.
Who?
Gavi
won't be available out of season. Gavi is also not available. The Jug is not available.
The Jug is not
but
available.
I think they have Lamine Yamal, and the boy is doing great this season.
Yamal, the boy is doing great, but what about the Champions League experience? Does he have it?
No. This is the first Champions League.
In stages like this, these are the kind of stages where you see players shivering, where you see players shaking while playing the football. I've played football very well, so I know what I'm talking about. So Yamal, he can do his best, but how long or how far can Yamal's best take Barca in this kind of stage? And if Barca should win this match, there's a great tendency of them going straight to the final because Atletico Madrid and Dortmund, I don't think any one of them
can stop Barcelona.
Is capable enough to eliminate Barca from this journey rather, because this one is now, the journey is already set. Everyone knows who to meet when they qualify from quarterfinals. They know who to meet in semi-finals. So Barca, I don't think so.
What do you have to say about Lewandowski? Because he's a prolific striker that also have an experience, that have even won the Champions League for 2 times
with
at Bayern Munich. We don't want to waste much of our time because we are running out of time.
Yes, definitely. Lewandowski is undoubtedly a good striker, but going straight to this match, PSG defenders, they already know who Lewandowski is. I believe that they are getting their minds prepared for him also. Though from beginning of the group stage of Champions League, PSG was somehow because Newcastle beat them.
No.
So that one, but this period,
their qualification was like narrow escape.
Yes. So, and in cases like this now, people with narrow escape, most of the time they can eventually emerge as the winner of the Champions League.
Sure.
That's another problem about Champions League. Champions League is not something you just believe that this man will win it. At times it changes. When Chelsea won the Champions League, they met tough opponents, starting from Napoli. When Napoli beat us first leg, Napoli like Lagos, this and that.
Porto,
then
Benfica
after Napoli, we came to Benfica. After Benfica, then we met Barca in semi-final. The journey was not really easy at all.
It was so tough.
Fate could have it that Arsenal can have the same run. No one can tell. But Arsenal, their chance. Now talk of Atletico Madrid and Dortmund.
So I'm sure you end the conversation.
Yes, Atletico Madrid and Dortmund. They have the pay. They have Griezmann.
They have Morata.
Oh no. That one is a bad front, whether you like it or not. Now they have Koke. Koke Resurrection is there also. And everyone knows the defense line of Atletico Madrid for a long period of time now. They are military. They are always like soldiers. They are ready to kill anybody. One good thing about them is that their defenders, they are very strong. And most of them, they don't always get booked for yellow card. That shows that they are marking, their tackles are tactical. They don't just tackle recklessly. So Sancho, Jadon Sancho,
Marco Reus, Sebastian Haller.
Marco Reus is getting old.
Sure.
And I don't think someone like that can maneuver Atletico Madrid defenders. I don't think so.
Because they are solid.
Because that defense line, now whoa, seriously. So this one I'll give it to Atletico Madrid. So if Barca eventually qualifies ahead of PSG, then they should get their mindset for
Atletico Madrid.
And the last time they met, Atletico Madrid and Barca in the knockout stage of Champions League, they beat Barca.
Sure.
They eliminated Barca. So I don't think Barca can. Well, they say Barca beat them in the league during the season, but this one is Champions League, my brother.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Joshua Youngest. We appreciated your effort and your opinion, the football knowledge you share with the world. We really love you and we're happy for you. Even Chelsea is not in the Champions League
next season. We are coming.
But you know Chelsea is facing crisis this season.
Calm down.
Okay.
We know that next season, this FA Cup, Chelsea is winning FA Cup.
Okay. Then in your belief, Man City is still there, Liverpool is still there.
Man City have not beaten us this season at all.
Okay, what of Liverpool?
Forget that Liverpool. We know what happened. We know players who miss chances. If not for the chances we couldn't convert, we would have beaten Liverpool. So Chelsea is winning this FA Cup and we are coming to Europa.
Coming to Europa.
And if Chelsea should go to Europa, forget we are winning it. I don't think there's anyone there.
And you are very sure. Chelsea fans, they are confident. They even sometimes talk rubbish with nonsense, but that's their own problem. Chelsea has no problem. If you like when I come, now let me I don't come. Now the problem with that.
No, but next time we come to the Champions League, everybody should be on their feet.
Everybody should, because Chelsea are coming and
we are coming to rock that place.
No problem.
We are coming to scatter that place.
Thank you for coming for our TV. We really enjoy you. Enjoy the conversation. Your opinion you give, but with what you said, I never agree with the fact that Man City is eliminating my club. It's because I know Madrid are still the best team and only champion, but our badge never disappoints because
Man City badge never disappoints also.
Let's see who is going to win and eliminate each other.
No, only Madrid get badge
after the match. Then I will invite you here. We hope to have you here again and invite you here to interview that I eliminated Man City. So what do you have to say about that? But no problem. Okay. I think about the name. Then that the African Fabrizio, the real African Fabrizio. Please kindly subscribe on my YouTube channel to enjoy more conversation of football on my WhatsApp TV, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and lastly TikTok. Follow me in all kind of social media platforms to enjoy the fastest football news update. So thank you.